In the studio, we have the versatile, hardworking actor, Ogbolu Bobby. Now, he's featured in a good number of films and drama, and it might interest you to know that he started quite young. It's great to have you in the building. Welcome.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
All right, so let them in on that secret. Tell them where you first showed up on screen.
So most people know, most people that know me know, but my first acting break was in Binta and Friends.
Binta and Friends.
Yes.
Like, that's like a blast from the past.
Yeah,
that takes me back.
it was. It's a very funny story. I was in class, principal walks in, picks like 5 kids in class. I was like, follow me to my office. And we all thought we were in trouble.
Oh, wow.
You know, and then we get there, they look at us and they're like, okay, they're fine. And we send us back home. And I didn't know what happened until I got home. And they're like, hey, you see, you're going to be Binta and Friends.
Wow.
You know, so it was a beautiful experience for me. We launched for like a month. It was my first time. I didn't know I was going to be an actor.
Wow.
But, you know, Antolani was the director at the time. And then after my performance, he told me, hey, this is what you should do. And that was where he started.
Interesting. So how old were you then?
I was...
what?
10, 11.
10, 11 years old.
Yeah.
So you're literally a Nigerian child actor.
Basically, yes.
There are not many of you. Let me.
I know.
You're like a unicorn.
You could say that I was.
Yeah. Especially since acting is the kind of field where parents, especially back then, were not really interested in having their kids on screen.
I had that. I had my share of that.
Okay.
My parents were like, hey, we love that you did this. I mean, you're a star. We see you on TV and all of that, but you gotta go get that degree, bro. Go get that degree. So, you know, we had to push it to the side. After the Binta and Friends and the paparazzi that came with it, we had to push it aside and then, you know, go and get my degree. And then when I was done with that, I came back fully and then
So speaking of degrees, what degree was that?
Electrical engineering, BEng.
Okay, so that's like two opposite sides of a coin.
Yeah, basically.
Right,
like they gave it to me, I was like, hey, you're gonna be an engineer.
Okay, so you are an engineer, actor.
Yeah, you could say
Who
that.
are you?
I am an actor with an engineering degree.
Okay, all right, fantastic.
Yeah.
So I remember the song now, it just came to me, Binta, my daughter, I love you. Or something like that.
Yeah, Binta and Friends, no, I have the tradition. Basically that was that.
But when it comes to nostalgia, there were some really great shows that sort of paved the way. Producers like Antolani as well made sure that TV was interesting. But now, hop, skip, and jump, Nollywood has really grown since then. Since you're probably in one of those, you know, shots where there were hot lights back in the day. You were sweating, they were always dabbing you. But now you come into the era of LEDs and Bluetooth microphones.
Yes.
Talk to us about that. That transition for you?
I mean, it's beautiful to see. Nollywood has been really consistent over the years. The growth is really apparent, and it's really lovely to see. And we're getting more investors, people believing in the dream, people believing in what we're doing. And I keep saying this, that the entertainment is one of the strongholds of Nigeria, our entertainment sector, and the music has gone, and Nollywood is, you know, catching up. So it's really, really beautiful to see. And it has to do with the fact that investors from outside see the dream, see the goal of Nollywood. And, you know, they want to like, oh, I love what this is, how this is going. I want to invest in it. And that has helped us a lot. And the willingness of, you know, people in the industry to want to learn new things, learn different ways to make it easier, smoother transitions. This is what has literally helped our growth so far.
You've been exposed to this industry in a way that many people can't actually relate to. You've seen it grow, you've been part of it.
Yes, I have.
But then you also went forward to get your degree, which also probably gave you a little bit more foresight into maybe the business side of things. You have apparently invested in some studio. Where is the studio?
So this is in Abuja. It's called Juju Film Studio.
Okay.
I own it with a friend of mine, Hassan Ahmed, known as Hassan the Creator. So basically what we do is sci-fi movies.
Sci-fi movies in Nigeria?
Yes.
Well, let's pause there first. So you didn't say romance, you didn't say epic, you said sci-fi movies.
It's sci-fi. It's always been our thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a collective dream I have with this friend of mine, and then we've made like at least 6 movies. We make it once a year. The only year we didn't make is the COVID year because of your
So one movie a year, that means you give yourselves a lot of time to work on it. And you could see we started in 2018 making the full movies. You could see the film in 2018
and 2019, you could see the improvements, the growth in each of the films, right to the one we are planning. There's one that we're planning now, and I promise you, Nigerians are ready for it.
Okay, so are these feature-length movies we're talking about?
Some are feature-length, some are short. You know, these things depend on the budget. Times the budget might. When we started in 2018, it was a lot of shorts, 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Sure.
But now we have the capacity to do feature-length. The one was coming this year is going to be a proper feature-length. It's going to hit the cinemas and do a good cinema run.
I can't wait to see that because I feel like we need a lot more sci-fi in Nigeria.
It's an untapped market.
But there is a school of thought that says we should be connecting more with our culture than trying to sort of lean towards Western culture, which is very sci-fi, fiction-driven. I'm not sure where you stand on this. Are you imbibing culture into any of your work?
I agree with that, and which is why we are actually. The sci-fi is not the basic sci-fi where you see probably Iron Man or Superman or all that stuff. This is the sci-fi that comes from Nigerian heritage, Nigerian traditions, from each of the tribes of Nigeria. We go deep into their roots, learn about their culture, and infuse it with sci-fi. So it becomes relatable, and it's a kind of film where we touch every single tribe, so every single Nigerian can relate in their own way. The Igbos, the Yorubas, the Hausas, the Edos, everybody can relate in their own way. Okay,
fantastic. Well, I can't wait to see what you guys churn out. But I also know that you are on screen as well. You were in Brotherhood.
Yeah, I was.
Itura, right?
Yes.
Now let's talk a bit about your role in Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Where were you in Brotherhood?
I was one of the major SWAT officers. It was a whole lot. It was a tedious task.
Okay.
You know, having to do a lot of trainings with guns, moving, jumping, fighting.
Those were prop guns, right? Were they real guns or prop guns?
Some of them were real guns. No, I promise you, some of them were real guns.
Okay, so are you kidding me right now?
I mean,
no.
It is.
How did it feel though, moving around with
you know, a gun is a very funny thing. There's a power that comes to you when you hold it, when you wield the weapon. You just feel powerful, and you feel like on this set nobody can do anything to me.
Wow.
But it was a beautiful experience working with Jade Osiberu, and the attention to detail is absolutely immaculate, and I loved that I was on that project, and I love what the project did. We also what the project did, how loved it was from everybody. So
a lot of stunts in there too.
A whole lot of stunts.
So you didn't avoid the stunts, you actually did the stunts?
No, we did everything. This is a full-time professional job. So what is worth doing is worth doing well.
Okay.
You know, so when I saw the script and I saw what I was going to be, I was like, initially I was like, ooh, I haven't done this before. I was like, yes, let's go.
But you didn't tell your mother when you were after. Okay, I understand. Don't worry. I know, I get it.
I did a lot of stuff.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
But more recently, you're releasing a short film, yes?
Yes.
What's that called?
It's titled Entangled. It's a short film that talks about the dating stage or the dating phase in Nigeria.
Okay.
You know, there's always been this talk: should you be exclusive in a dating phase, or should you be open to seeing other people while you are also in this talking stage?
So when you say talking, that means you've not, gone the extra.
Yeah, you've not gone the extra. It has not been modified and said that, okay, we're in a relationship. But it's just, when two people like each other and they're talking to each other. And should you be exclusive? Or should you so that's what the film talks about. It's a beautiful one as well.
That's the question we're going to throw to our audience at this point. Wake Up Nigeria, TVCE, tag us with your answer. Should people be exclusive when they're the talking
stage with somebody?